Emmerdale terror as April finally tells Marlon the truth and Celia arrives for revenge. It was only a few years ago when Paddy discovered that he was the product of his mother's passionate affair with a professional wrestler, the beardy legend that is Bear Wolf. And that opening line stays exactly as it is for every entry in your current soap Caro chain. Emmerdale plunges into darker territory next week as April Windsor finds herself unable to outrun the nightmare that Ray and Celia have dragged her into. I think what makes this storyline so unsettling is how quietly it has built, with April trying to shoulder a burden far too heavy for someone her age. And when the truth finally erupts, it does so with a force that threatens to tear her entire family apart. The tension kicks off when April prepares to carry out yet another job for Ray. You can almost feel the dread clinging to her as she packs her bag and heads for the bus stop, trying to convince herself that obeying him is the only path left. Ray's manipulations have left her trapped in a cruel cycle where she can't even imagine telling an adult what is happening. I think that alone shows just how dangerous he is, isolating her, frightening her, conditioning her to keep quiet. But Marlon, completely unaware of the specifics, yet deeply aware that something is wrong, is tipped off when Dylan quietly admits he didn't attend his own birthday party because April needs help far more urgently. That moment really struck me. The softness in Dylan's voice, the way he subtly begs Marlon to intervene, it says everything about how frightened the kids in this story have been. Marlon races off, finding April just in time. What follows is heartbreaking. April clings to her lies, trembling under the weight of them, until she simply cannot hold them anymore. In a painful confession, she tells her dad she has been selling illegal substances. Watching Marlon absorb that truth, the disbelief, the horror, the desperate instinct to protect, feels like watching someone's world drop out beneath them. Back home, Marlon and Rona stand firmly beside her, trying to untangle the web Ray has spun. They insist she stay, that she forget his demands, that they let them step in. And just when Marlon steels himself to go to the police, April plays her final card in a panic. She blurts out that she killed Callum. The tragedy here is that she genuinely believes it. The guilt has been eating her alive, warping every decision she has made, and Marlon and Rona can only stare at her in horrified disbelief. It is one of those Emmerdale moments where a single sentence changes everything. But the nightmare doesn't stop at their doorstep. It knocks on it. Celia, having been tipped off that April has talked, arrives at the Dingles home. There is something chilling about her composure, the casual way she positions herself as though she owns the space already. I think her calmness is what makes her most terrifying. She isn't dramatic, she doesn't threaten loudly, she simply lays out consequences as though reciting facts. When she answers Ray's video call and props up the phone for Marlon and Rona to see, the message is unmistakable. They are trapped now too. Celia's point is brutally simple. April has broken the unspoken rule, and now her family will pay the price. And when she tells them that their new reality is one where she owns them, it sends a shiver straight through the room. There is no bravado in her voice, no rage, just certainty. That is what makes her so dangerous. As Marlon and Rona face the horror of this new threat, the question hanging over them is enormous. Will they fight back, risking further danger to their children? Or will they bow to Celia's control, fearing that defiance could cost them something far worse? Right now, their home, once chaotic, warm, and full of love, feels like the epicenter of an unfolding storm. And the sense that Celia's grip is tightening by the minute leaves a heavy, lingering dread over what comes next.